everybody, and welcome back to PGP Motorsports Park for the next race of the summer season. It's a beautiful day outside today. Sun shining bright, nice and warm. It's not too hot yet. Not nearly as hot as some people gridding up to the formation. Today, I arrived late. But better late than never. Steven can't be here today, so it's just going to be solo commentary from me. Co-commentator takes the reins, here to bring you the next race of the summer season. In pole position, we got Randy Cole. Right next to him is defending champion Spencer Foote. In the second row, we have Nick Armstrong next to Sergey Kostov. So a really strong top four. Good to see Nick coming back up the top. Behind them, we have David Bushtasvili and runner-up from last season, William Yee. Really good consistent performances from everyone in our top starting spots here as they round turn one. Let me try to get a decent shot as the flag bearer tells them to grid up. Keep it steady. Green flag waved. The flag waved and they're away. 2x2 they go into roller coaster. We got some movement in the back, seeing what kind of opportunities anyone can sniff out, but it looks like everyone keeps it on as it appears. Sergey takes the lead of the race coming out of double apex. So Sergey must have gotten the jump on Randy. In fact, it looks like everyone got the jump on Randy. What the heck? As they round top of the world, I could see it is Sergey, Spencer, and William. They seem to have gotten a great start. I don't know what happened to Randy, but it looks like he must have fallen back. Really unfortunate for our pole sitter. As here they come around turn 6, down this little mini back straight. But here comes Sergey, gonna try to get another race win under his belt. Defending champion Spencer wants to make up from last race and try to win this race to retain his championship position. But overall, everybody seems to have been lined up already. Not too much carnage happening on the first lap, which is good. Don't want to see anybody getting crashed out on the first lap. However, slightly in the back, we see some side-by-side action. I think that was involving Todd Hutchins. But here comes our current race leader. That's Sergey and Spencer and William. That's a current top three. I'll get more names as the race starts to spread out a little bit. I don't get the luxury of having the timing sheet up next to me, so I just gotta do it by recognition. Fortunately, I've been here long enough that I recognize most of the people here fighting for these top spots. Around top of the world they go. Weather is pretty good, nice and warm. Keep those tires nice and warm. I don't think they'll have to worry about overheating too much, because it's not too hot yet. I can tell the weather's only going to be getting warmer as we see everybody setting seemingly consistent paces. We have a nice battle of six-way fight in this top train here. See if they could all catch up to Sergey, who's in the lead. Now, there's a good battle for second here. That's involving Spencer, William, and Nick. That's second through fourth place. Not William. Randy dropped back to fifth, so he didn't lose everything, but he did lose quite a lot of positions. I feel like Randy here might be struggling a little bit, but he's still in the top pack, so all is not lost. Rounding double apex they go. So far, really clean race today. Must be the dry conditions. Everyone's got good grip, good control. Oh, we see some side-by-side action in top of the world. That's Randy up against... Who's that in the maroon behind him? I want to say that's Aiden Flynn, but every time I say his name, I get it wrong. But here come our race leaders now. Oh, we got side by side going into turn 3. That's again Randy on the outside. He's in danger, and Randy sticks it in. He's able to keep it in there. That's not Randy. The sun's in my face. That's actually Thomas in his orange McLaren shirt. So while the top pack is getting away, we got a really intense squabble here, led by Thomas. Let's see what becomes of this. I feel like the top 6 are just gonna stay in this train for a while. We're getting some intense battles. I see dust kicked up over there. Yeah, it's really tricky to leave exactly one kart width when going through these series of corners. Especially if you don't know if someone's gonna bravely or stupidly try to stick it in where they shouldn't. That's too wide through bus stop. It's a bold strategy. It's only gonna grow the gap to the leaders even quicker. But whoever's battling there, definitely battling really hard, as Thomas uses his experience and momentum to stay ahead. Thomas is a race winner out here. I've raced against him before, and he's no slouch. Getting past him is gonna be a chore. And he's got 3 karts behind him. I believe in Thomas. I know he can fight off 3 people. He's done it before. We have side-by-side for the lead. That is Spencer trying to make a move on Sergey for the lead of the race. And now things are gonna explode. We got some side-by-side action down the front straight. That is Sergey Williams, Spencer in that order. In 4th is Nick. In 5th is Randy. And in 6th, I can't tell from this distance. I didn't get him. I'll get him when he comes by again. The maroon sweater and the black helmet. That could be anyone. But that gap between 6th and 7th is really growing, as you can see. All that fighting for 7th place. Oh, great. The person in 6th and the person in 7th are both wearing the same colors. Awesome. At least from this distance. I believe that's Sam actually in 6th. I'm sure we'll pull up the championship standings afterwards and correct me if I'm wrong. But there's some really good battles out here. Again, turn 3 into turn 2, trying to make it around the outside, but it's really hard to keep the momentum around the outside of turn 2 going into turn 1. They're going the reverse direction today, which is why the corner numbers are backwards as they progress through the lap. Comes our race leader now. Side by side into turn 1. That's Randy on the inside. And they managed to make it through. As you can see, we've got even more action in the back here. Might as well watch the battles as they unfold. Side by side going all the way through. One car dipping his tires into the grass. Not finding the momentum, but hey, we got a fierce battle in the back. These are always entertaining to watch. I got one eye on the front though, just in case anything explodes. Trying to pay attention to multiple spots on the track is very difficult, but it looks like the battle in the back has died down a bit. Just kidding. Who am I kidding? The battles in the back are always tooth and nail. I've usually found myself in these battles, and while they are explosive, I will say they're quite enjoyable. At least I think so. As our front runners come out here, turn 2 into 1. We have some more battles in the mid-pack, side by side. That's again Thomas defending. Thomas is on the back foot today. He might not have an optimal kart, but that's Thomas up against Alex. 2 race winners battling it out for a midfield position. That just goes to show how close the field is. Just because you've won a race before doesn't mean you're going to win every race. It takes a lot of consistency to consistently be in these top positions. Got some more battling into bus stop here. The top 4 looks to have broken away. There they go. Oh, we got some side-by-side action, almost. Man, whoever Randy's battling is really going hard. That's fierce. He's not giving up. Now, unfortunately, I can't identify who it is. Every time he's gone by, I'm like, who is that? At this point, I'm willing to say it's Aiden Flynn. I've always mixed up his name, and he's usually consistently in the front here. But our update on our leader's position as they cross the line, that is Sergey, William, Spencer, and Nick in that order. Followed by Randy and who I believe is Aiden. And that's our top 6. Falling down to 7th is David. And in 8th right behind him is Todd. Appears in 9th is Thomas. Can I tell who's in 10th? Yes, that's Alex. That's our top 10. I still got it. Kind of. Some more side-by-side battling through top of the world. Very respectful battling from these two. They leave each other room. There's no contact, but they're fighting tooth and nail. This is wild, and now the pack's scrunched up. We're gonna see some four-way battles. Randy is defending like a lion. So we have the top 4, and then the next 4, positions 5 through 8, that have found themselves in what I would call islands. They're packs. The top 4 are in a train, but the next 4 are side by side. That's David on the inside making a move. And he makes it. David gets by who I believe to be Aiden Flynn. But that gap is really growing. That was a sneaky move out of the lead. We see William trying to make a little dive in Leibel to try to take the lead of the race from Sergey, but Sergey has the momentum to cover it off. Really opportunistic from William there, and manages to slot back into second. That could have been really dicey if he went overzealous. Shows the controlled discipline from William not to go all in on that move. He was still able to retain his second place. The risk of making a move like that is it leaves you open to be overtaken yourself. You go to make a move for the lead, and suddenly you find yourself in fourth. And we see, again, these 2 4-packs going through. We got our leaders. We got people following them. We got some side-by-side action down here. Alex tucks behind Thomas. A little wave to the camera there. Not sure if you can tell, but don't worry, Thomas, I saw that. Some really defensive moves on the inside and the back. Overall, a much more tense race today than the explosive races we had in the past. As I say that, they explode in the top of the world. Positions 5 through 8 are up for contention. 2 wide through bus stop, almost. They settle through. Race update as they come through this little back stretch here. Sergey, William, Spencer, Nick, that is our top 4. David, Randy, who I believe to be Aiden Flynn, and Todd are positions 5 through 8. Alex made his way to 9th. And I believe that is Thomas in 10th. Leaders coming through. We're entering the closing stages of the race. They got a couple more laps to go. Let's see if anyone can make any moves. Turn 1, you could just see the gap between our leaders and positions 4 and 5. They have double apex of width as a gap. If you're in 5th place, you might as well fight as if you were fighting for first. Case in point, he makes a move into light bulb, and it doesn't look like it sticks. In fact, it looks like it left him open. Oh boy. So that lets David get away in 5th place. That's Randy in 6th, who I believe to be Aiden in 7th, and Todd in 8th. That's the current standings. So far, not too much is happening in front, so I'm going to focus on this pack that keeps on fighting. The top 4 are very controlled and disciplined in their train, as Nick wants to make a move on Spencer, but Spencer covers him off. Nick just trying to find any way around that he can, seeing if he can make some kind of move to get himself a podium spot. All right, side by side, going into turn 1. Well, I say turn 1 as the first corner down the back straight. I think that is Alex getting ahead of who I believe to be Aiden Flynn. Just kidding, I think that was Sam. One of the two. It's a 50-50. I'm really bad at coin tosses. Our top 4 are running away with it. Sergey doing a great job holding off the people behind him. It is not easy holding off for the race lead. Because if you're holding off the race lead, that means the people behind you have most likely won races before. They know what it takes to get by here. So while Sergey makes it look easy, I know he's been putting in the work to defend against the people behind him all race, and he's done a fantastic job. So fantastic that it just looks like another race to him. As the white flag gets waved, if you're gonna make a move, now's your last chance to do it. It's the final lap. Sergey leading. He's leading the race, followed very, very closely by William, Spencer, and Nick in that order. Can Nick make an overtake and get himself to the podium, or will Spencer fend him off or even get a better podium spot? We're about to find out. Now, the best spots to overtake are near the second half of the racetrack going this direction. The trick, or rather the strategy, is to get the best exit you can through the turn 5 and 4 chicane. They're rounding turn 6 now, so we're gonna see everybody try to get the best momentum they can out of the next 2 turns. Here they come. It's really tricky to get in, but your exit out of turn 4 as they come now is gonna determine your momentum down the back straight, and they all get the optimal momentum, and they can't make a dive into turn 3. Your next best bet is a last-ditch effort dive into turn 1, which I know Sergey is gonna keep that door slammed shut. He's not gonna let anyone through. And as they round the final corner, it is Sergey Costa taking another race win, followed by William, Spencer, and Nick. And as we round the back, congratulations to everyone else. A good, clean race today. You'll love to see it. And that wraps up another great race here today at PGP Motorsports Park. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the rest of the season, and we'll catch you at the podium.
I did. Alrighty. First of all, guys, thank you all for coming out today. Pretty busy race. I had, I think, 34, 35 total people out there, so thanks for keeping these things packed. Also, some good racing out there. A lot of clean battles. A lot of really kind of late but good moves that I saw out there as well today. It's nice when I get to be a little hands-off on these things. You guys just keep it clean. Starting off with fastest lap of the final with a 79.503, finishing in 4th place, Nick Armstrong. Nice job, Nick.
Woo!
Coming in 3rd place in the race with the best lap time of a 79.550. 0.497 off the lead. We got Spencer Foote. Coming in 2nd place out there with the best lap time of a 79.612. 0.3 seconds off the lead. William Yee. And taking that top spot with another win under his belt. Best lap time of a 79.665. Sergey Gavostov. Okay. 3, 2, 1. You're in the lead for points right now, aren't you?